Yes, this is Adam Beanstock here. I'd just like to this piece of music here. This is the Sonata in D minor by George Frederick Handel. I've marked some bowing and fingering it in, and as you can see there, um, this is sort of my suggestions that nowhere near thing, but this is such a beautiful aria type. This is actually from his Recorder Sonata in D minor, the first movement, Largo, and I'd just like to say that the phrasing and everything is very song-like, and it's a beautiful thing. So whatever fingering and tone colours, whatever string you're playing on, whatever bowing you do, must not interfere. It should enhance the ability to express this as a lyrical. I mean, this is originally written for recorder, so it's like the voice. It's a wind instrument, and it's got to have the notion of actually being sung, and of course with a balance with the harpsichord. Um, and this very last bar. Is improvisation. You got an opportunity because you go the last two bars. And you just got to play along with the harpsichord player because he'll be doing clever things as well, and and then of course the secret of the bowing is doing these parlando up bows, knowing where they come in the score, as I've marked, and the way it feels when you're as I did there. So a typical example of the phrasing, and I think whenever you think you're it's probably more important here that you're on the right part of the bow as the direction of the bow, because the direction of the bow, if you get the wrong direction of the bow, it doesn't actually sound an error. It's just a thought of you making the error, which inhibits your playing, because we're so disciplined into playing in orchestras and the classical genre, of getting your bowing right, everyone synchronizing with their bowing, that you make an error, your error overshadows, it shouts out. And the thing is, um, the the actual direction of the bow should facilitate what part of the bow you should be on. So if we take, for instance, this second section here. Parlando. See, parla. So what part of the bow are you coming to there? Because the thing is, as you're playing softly, you're going to be more towards the tip, even though, because that's with the Brock bow, you're going to get a volume. But when you've got to create volume, when you need the volume, you need to come up to the frog. So to increase the volume on that top D, it needs to be an up bow, and the same with the C. So let's see how this works. Sort of. And of course, it carries on. But that's just to give you an idea. I know I did demonstrate it very well. I'm not practicing what I preach, as they say, but it's the ability, and quite honestly, it's an individual thing of working out which part of the bow and where you're feeling comfortable, and making sure that to get these crescendo, your crescendo up to the frog, up bow, and you're going to get more volume that way. with the Brock bow. Going the other way, well, I think you're dying. So I think this doesn't apply to the modern tortillo bow because you've got different dynamic ranges completely on the full length of the bow. We're talking about the Brock bow here, which I'm using here. As you know, you got the actual central balance is more to the frog about here, where you'll be. So hopefully that's given you some insight. I think we'll just give it one more go, shall we? So when you start, pitch your note first because you don't want to come on the wrong note. So you just give a little bit of introduction on the harpsichord. The only thing I'd pick up on there is the bar as it goes up to that big beat up on the canto string, which is the A string. Is I always seem because there's no clue from the harpsichord part because it's slightly offbeat, but I'm doing it on a quaver pulse, so I think you just got to count it there because I think I made an error there. It wasn't quite there, but I think I've got away with it. One, 2, 3. One. Yeah, even though I did the bowing wrong there, but yes, it's sing. Yes, it's expressive quality of it as a lot of slow Handel airs are. This is a Largo, and of course, just think I am a trained singer. I don't obviously I didn't succeed in the singing, but I know how it goes if I was singing it, and that's and if you're violin, you've got to have that same or whatever instrument you're playing, recorder. It's got to have the same as if it's sung. So there we go. So hopefully that's given you some insight, and hopefully we'll get some feedback.